won some big matches on Train as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be a very interesting one to watch.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it'll be a clash of very different styles, but Adren will kick things off fairly well. Good trade out of Dennis, though, with the Glock, and Rare's opening things up towards the upper side, or the inner side, the outer side. The sites, bomb sites.
There is no upper side.
There, I know. Either way, everything is open for them to choose from, and they're going to go for the outer bomb site.
Adren deserved a second kill there. He was so patient with the USP on upper B, but it was not to be this time. Seized alone, the bomb rotating towards B. Draken has moved back to CT spawn, so the flank is all but guaranteed. We'll C's look for it. Draken not facing immediately, but C's is being very, very careful. And in fact, it's a double flank. Out comes Draken. He's in the red already, though. He needs to be very, very careful indeed. And C's might get himself 1 versus 1, but he's got to land the shot. Patient. Dennis knows C's is on the reload, so he slows it down and is very careful with his bullets, finishes him off. Lovely adjustment by Dennis.
That was a crazy round. There was so many different... There was a fight in Brown Hall, a fight at Dumpster outside T-Mid from an Ivy push, a fight bomb train, a fight in ladder, a fight back. Like, the fight locations were just so bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, that was weird.
Everywhere. And scouts back out for Dozier.
Dennis and pistol rounds, man.
I don't know if I buy into that reputation. I feel like
No?
people. I mean, like, he's a good
But
pistol player.
you could just see it. They just showed replay of it.
How dare
I
you,
know,
Dan?
but he's a great pistol player, but I feel like people base it too much off of like a couple super sick rounds they've seen.
Dan, you're being too contrarian right now.
No,
He's trying to be a contrarian.
he's a beast all the time in pistol rounds. Stop. Hipster. Just because he's got a beard.
I'm just saying, man. I think pistol rounds pretty high variance. Either way, it's a pretty good cleanup from NiP. He decided to go outside with the anti-force buy, and it's generally working out, but they sustain a lot of damage. To be honest, they can still lose this round. Seized. He's got such low points of health here. Trying to harass. He will be separated from Dozier. NiP isolated both players, remaining players, pretty effectively there.
Excellent stuff. Marvelous. Right then, let's see. Where is Mo's money? He's not going to have a sniper rifle on a buy round. Why? It's trained.
It's like we say the same thing over and over, James. Actually, Doja might be saving for him. 2650.
He hasn't got enough money.
Oh, now he definitely doesn't.
He would need, like, he wouldn't be able to buy Kevlar.
Yeah, he wouldn't buy Kevlar, yeah.
Why is there a Bison Get Right, please? Come on, Get Right.
Yes.
I made Get Right sign a Bison once.
Maybe this is one of your signed ones.
No, I have it. It's mine. I'm not giving that to someone. It's my Bison, damn it.
Maybe he's doing it because we're broadcasting. He's bringing it back.
Who got to keep like the crown and remember his little wand thing?
Oh yeah. I don't know what
Oh well, a certain someone who works for us lost all of our props at a DreamHack event in Sweden. It just left them there, all of them.
There should be like a framed Hall of Fame of props. But
Yeah.
you know what? They're lost. So.
I was gonna say because the Bison feels like a throwback. If I could put our identity into one word of the old face of broadcast, it would be Bison. Probably like everything came back to the Bison somehow.
Yeah, he's making a play.
I can't believe he's using it on the first gun round.
Yeah, it's so useless against armor. See what he can do with it though. Does he suspect? Ooh. Does he anticipate? Does he regulate?
The Bison's back.
So much money. Doesn't matter if you got the helmet seized.
Is it 600 kill the roll? Or
I'm not even sure. I never use 900, it. Right? I never use it.
I feel like you should get $1 million if you get
What is it? $1,400, I think, the Bison.
Yeah, I think so.
What would I buy instead of? I'd always buy an MP9 over a Bison.
UMP.
Mac 10 betrays me whenever I'm like on a live. If I'm in a show match in Mac 10, I won't get any kills. If I'm streaming, I won't get any kills. So maybe I should buy a Bison instead. You know what? I'm gonna do that from now on. It's more expensive, but
and also worse.
Oh yeah, but screw it, man. I'll do it.
Nice. I feel like you should after the old days of Bison. Face it, Bison.
Get my Get Right Bison out.
Wow,
Yeah.
did you see what Get just did, by the way? He was hiding in Brown Hall. Hobbit went and cleared it, and he ran away just thinking, oh, no one's Brown Hall. And then Get immediately hopped on that and took the inner bomb site behind Hobbit and caught him off guard. That was really clever.
Get is a smart player.
Difficult start for Gambit.
To be honest as well, regarding Get and sort of, if you look at him and his as a player and his skill sets and so on, and for many years, being one of the best lurkers in the business, his job is about outsmarting individuals. That is just so purely about such a core part of his skill set.
Yeah, when you look at Get you rarely see him get caught off guard, and it's because he understands like how other people think and what their next play is. He's put a lot of thought into it, you can tell, and it's very rare you see him get flanked or just killed in unaware situations.
Agreed.
Well then. 4-0 for Ninjas in Pajamas. So, Sean, if you're on train, right, with your team, you got Shazam, and you lose the CT pistol, is Shazam force buying?
No, Shaz actually always done a really good job of not overbuying, which is crazy because he actually had one of the best deals I've ever played with. Like, he actually would have had a reason to buy a deagle, like almost every eco, but he showed great restraint about PT50. PT50 nothing, so he always could have an op first go down.
Nice.
My kind of guy.
Yeah.
Sean is my kind of guy, man.
Man like Shazam.
Man like Shazam. That sounds too good. I can't use it though. It's got to be man like Rops. I'll find something else for Shazam.
Okay.
Shazam. Well, Gambit, never mind. Adren, he's got full armor. Now, this is a weird situation where if he dies, they can buy together in the next round. But I feel like there is some kind of weird maths where if he saves what he had, the extra money he has in the hole can do something else. And indeed, 3 AWPs, that is quite a change.
I was so wanting to see all 5.
I like it.
You're calling Shazam Shazam.
Yeah,
Was
Shazam.
it Shazam?
Yeah, there was Shazam in there.
Why is that?
I can't remember, but I guess he was
Just spamming,
firing a lot.
Yeah. That was it.
There we go. Adren to start off the proceedings. Will he go for a wallbang towards the window? He's out of there.
I should just start randomly wallbanging that spot because it's pretty a high traffic area. Oh, and that is the worst case scenario of playing that angle. Sometimes that happens, and a free B bomb site can be had. But Adren's on the position with the AWP. You're gonna wonder now, the AWP's gonna be good enough to actually deal with this. I love how NiP are prioritizing pushing down the train yard to try to block out the choke point. Molotovs everywhere. Nice cover from Draken. Another one. You weren't kidding, Sean. He's definitely having
really fast.
a great start. And it is definitely very important for NiP that he is hitting the shots on the T side of train.
Get right is everywhere. Gambits don't want him to be. So Hobbit will choose to save in a situation 1 versus 3. This is pretty much the same as the previous round when Adren was 1 versus 3 but had even less health. So I do feel like there might be some quirky maths behind situations like this where the extra money, something can be done with it. There must be some value. Talk to some nerds about it. Like Petar. See what he thinks. But I feel like that there's somewhere that money can go in a round in the future.
Are you trying to say that just having the buffer creates a potential extra buy later, or what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, you see teams sometimes go for like a, I mean, they're on a CT side, so I guess it's not so applicable, but like a Hero AK or you've seen Versus Pro go 1 AWP and all pistols, things like that in particular rounds. So I feel like it gives you more options rather than essentially just suiciding.
Right.
So then how do you feel about, say you're a rifler and your teammate is, say Shazam is saving for his op on an eco, right? But you're a rifler and on pistol round you got 3 kills, we lost a round. Second round you got 3 kills, we lost a round. So you have a lot of money, right? Do you buy an extra pistol on the 3rd round, or do you save that one? Do you bank that for later on?
Oh, like yesterday we saw somebody get a knife kill
Yeah, something weird like that happens where, you know, you're not someone that typically would have a lot of money, but you do have a lot of money. Do you buy on rounds where your teammates aren't buying?
Well, it depends. I think with things like that, I think I look more towards the team than myself.
Yeah.
So I would be more inclined to look at how I can make use of this in a later round and what kind of impacts, you know, is a situation where we can do something to be impactful to the opponent's economy, or is our economy a higher priority and we can do this or that. I can drop for somebody. You know, and it depends on the map. Like, let's say you have that extra money in your CT Inferno and you can get extra smokes out.
Yeah.
You know, you can drop for your teammates so the people on B can buy smoke grenade.
Yeah.
You know, things like that will definitely come into play. So yeah, I'd be more inclined to have a bigger impact of the money on a more important round.
Triple up again.
Surely C's will have a different approach. Obviously the ramp play didn't work out and NiP were expecting it and shot him in the face. Ooh, they are very fast out of pop. They've got smoke down in the middle of the bomb site. Close range now, these AWPs may have trouble.
God, there's mollies everywhere.
Absolute carnage, just wow. Very fast push. Draken now on B2. Doable round for him. He can reset the situation. He's got the bomb. He can go fast. He can go slow. He's decided to go fast, which seemingly is the best call here. And I like that decisiveness. I wonder if would the stepping have been heard? Either way, he's going to get the side plant, and he'll have to deal with a player on either angle, in front and behind, essentially. See if he has the game sense to predict correctly what will happen. Those are creeping down the ramp. Oh, and he's just missed him.
They're going to think he's in CT spawn. Oh, no.
Oh, did he start running? Oh, he's giving it up.
Faking lower. He's faking that he's going lower. But they're checking for it now. So does that mean he has free cover to stop the... Oh, yes, but shoot! Oh, Draken, that might just be genius. Oh,
wow.
That is gross.
That's an amazing round from Draken.
That was very well played.
For me, he has to have the read that by this time they're near the bomb somewhere. So he makes some steps deliberately, suggests he's going lower. Knows he gets moved out of position. And where he plants the bomb, he's got a very tight angle. It's very hard to trade him there unless you are to the other side. So that might be a very deliberate plant for what he wanted to do.
He's so fast, too. He's so fast. He's one of those uppers that has such a high skill ceiling because his reaction time is so high, and he always is trying to shoot as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, that makes his a little bit inconsistent, but yeah, we all thought.
Like what? I like the pre-fire towards connector from Get Right as well, just in case somebody's running out towards the pop dog position.
The cool thing as well about this round is that NiP explode really quickly, and the reason why on an anti-force spy it can be really good to do that, I feel like it's the better way to handle going the outer bomb side if you're going to do it on the anti-force spy, just because if you just trade out the kills of the players who are pushing close, now you have an entirely open amount of space to sort of have 5 of you just standing side by side, like just using the AKs at range. So it feels like really optimal.
Yeah, I feel like it's... I mean, even I didn't really tap into it, but until you watch games played a lot, you start thinking about things. Like, you can flash peek over mid. Obviously, you're scared of a little bit of pre-nades, but then there's mollies from mid that go to E-box off the wall that you're completely safe from. So you can have basically, like, people clear to get into ladder because the flash peek's on mid. The mollies out E-box, and then once you're out, like you said, those fights are very favored towards the AKs and ops at long range. People are it's easy to trade because you're in packs. Yeah, teams could definitely approach ecos like that a lot more.
I like it too because I think stylistically sometimes you have teams that need to play some fast rounds, and NiP are definitely one of those teams now with these kinds of players. It feels good to play a fast round, an explosive round, and to keep the pace high. With players like Draken, players like Rez, players like Forest, especially Dennis as well, to be honest. So it's good to see NiP playing more to a style that makes sense for their players, which has in the past been, I think, a big conflict.
Ooh, I like the attempt. Maybe too obvious though, in the deep corner there. 2 players remaining. Looking at 10-0 for Ninjas in Pyjamas. What can Adrenaline Hobbit really expect to do? If they can get a kill before the bomb goes down, maybe they can do something, but Draken's looking for them. He just had a peek towards Ivy, didn't see them. towards CT spawn, and he's going for that long rotation back. That would have been an important frag, and now surely the round is over. Adren, self-preservation society.
Like, Gambit are getting owned.
They're getting so owned. They're trying this weird triple off thing. This is the third round they've tried it. It's just not working.
I'm not sure what it's about. They're not getting kills at all. I mean, just look at the money on NiP. Look at how few kills Gambit get. Just nothing is working. Only Adren has any kills.
Look at that 16K after buying. It's crazy.
So that's next level.
Wait, so obviously he didn't buy. That means he used nothing.
Wow, how much did you sleep yesterday? Rez going for it. Is this the right round to run into A on your own with AWP? Perhaps not. Now the rest of the players towards Ivy, but the AWP's been given up, and Adren is holding things down in Ivy. And there's C's to trade immediately, so I do think that was a questionable play if you have focus on your opponent's economy. That might cost them. Perhaps some overconfidence.
Yeah, I think it can absolutely happen. Sometimes the discipline slips a little bit. Maybe your spacing then is a little bit off. Maybe someone, instead of sort of checking to make sure that somebody's is perfectly with them, they'll just go for it, thinking that it's okay, and then you create these openings. I think it's the natural way of things.
Also, I mean, the nature of CSGO, it is so hard to 16-0 someone because of the way the economy works. Like these rounds, Gambit can just buy pistol half armor, you know, and the next round they have a buy, and then if they lose that round, they could pistol half armor again, and then have like they can keep investing stuff into rounds that give them a decent chance to win, even if they're saving. And that's something that probably wasn't really in the other CS versions.
Yes.
Because the pistols weren't as strong.
Except the Deagle and Source, oh my god.
Yeah, the Deagle and Source I heard was pretty insane. I wasn't really a Source player, but...
Yeah. So
I've seen clips, though.
Yeah. It's nuts. I mean, even in 1.6, the Deagle was actually very good.
But it was also a lot more, but it was more expensive than, say, like a CZ or P250.
Yeah, that's true, because it was $700 plus all the ammo you need to buy. 721.
How do you pronounce Hobbit's first name? Is that A-B-A-Y or A-B-A-V?
I think it's a V, but it might be a Y. In pronunciation, V's can often be Y's, but I mean, Kazakhstan, I have no idea. I would like to go there, though. I want to go to Kazakhstan.
It'd be fun.
It's on my list.
You should get Adren to show you around. Bardov goes to Kazakhstan. Oh, that is so fast.
That's awkward, because he had to ignore that guy that crossed.
Yeah, that is tough to deal with.
That is very curious. It's a problem, and it's caused a big rotation for Gambit. NiP had a short window to gamble push. It has come and gone, but judging by the number of grenades coming through, gotta wonder, Rez with a pre-fire before he comes through the smoke, and he'll manage to finish off the job. Double peek from the CT side. Can the bomb get onto the site? Molotovs are landing. That was the last smoke on Draken. 2-on-2 now, and Forest continues to wreck everybody. 11-1. NiP have got places to be.
Damn. It's just one of those games, isn't it? It's just, I mean, I guess the really weird thing is just, as you said, like the triple orbs. It does, like, what were they?
Why do they keep going back to it?
Yeah.
Why? It hasn't worked at all.
It's very strange.
I think they're 0 for 4 on gun rounds with it right now.
Considering how expensive it is, that's that's not too good. It's not what you want. NiP are happy though, just enjoying life.
What's the best CZ skin, James?
I like the newish pink one, but my favorite one's the green one, which I call it Emerald Weapon, which is a reference to Final Fantasy VII.
I like the Tigris.
If you know the reference, send me a tweet. What's the Tigris one?
It's the Tiger Stripes.
Yeah, it's Tiger Stripes.
Oh, that's like the kinky one, the kinky bedsheets one.
Kinky.
I have that one.
I know the odd guy who has kind of bedsheets like that. So 4-4, 1 minute left for NiP to crush this force buy. But maybe it won't be crushed after all. Dozier, that's a really fast shot there as Forrest goes for the wide peak. Repositioning, the smoke is down and the T's made it through. There is time on the clock here for Ninjas in Pyjamas. 2 AWPs now for Ninjas. Seized in T's spawn. The bomb near main, I think. And now there's a push through B, so they know it's A. So the clock is ticking for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Where are these CTs? Ooh, Dozier's angle is so strong right now.
Is his barrel sticking out?
Who gets the angle for on him though? Oh, maybe. Let's see. There's a flashbang.
Yeah, his barrel's
Oh,
sticking
nice. But where is it safe to plant the bomb?
That's a nice play. Sees creeps in from the back though, and he might find a good timing. NiP, they surely won't be aware of how far he has actually come into position. He finally spotted. Does some damage to Dennis, giving up his position. Draken with a fast shot onto Adren. That is critical in the effort to win this round. Now Sees in so much trouble. Smokes off connector, gets the frag. Draken, can he make it all the way around in time? Does Sees realize he can just go for the hold? Oh, he's too slow. He's too slow. And that's not something you often say about Draken, but a little bit of indecision. And that will be the round for Gambit. But only 2 on the board, so still a long way to go.
That's really unlucky for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Just about missed the angle there. Wild round though.
How did Draken get that kill on Adren connector? That had to be crazy from his point of view, getting that kill.
Still, NiP will have a much better buy than Gambit, and maybe this round will be even easier than the last one. No sniper rifle, no AWP for Gambit in this round. Down to the scout on Mo, Mag 7 on Adren, WMP. Okay.
I don't understand.
We've seen some crazy scout shenanigans by Ivy.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to go through. Dozier fears no man. And no scouts. He is going to die, but the effort was pretty solid. A 2v4 for NiP. Rez smoked out of main. This is as hopeless of a round as you could find yourself playing out. It's not looking very good. Still pushing all over the place. Draken in a 1v3 now. And in reality, there is a minute left, so if they mess up the push, if they try to push him.
How much money do the T's have here? They must have some. Ooh, okay. Well, does he try to dispose of the AWP? I don't know.
I mean, Draken is hitting shots today. He's hitting a lot of shots.
Does he miss?
I don't think he's
have we seen him miss?
I don't think I've seen him miss this train game. Scary stuff. Draken, how many kills does he have? 17. 17 for 5. Not bad for a T-side AWP. It's difficult to AWP T-side on this map. I think I can't, like, for me personally, it feels like the most uncomfortable map for me to work the AWP with sometimes on T-side.
I feel like Gambit hasn't looked so bad when we've watched them lately. I think he's destroying them. Not this round, though.
Get right, Dennis left. Do they do anything, though? It's the final round of the first half. We can get 4 rounds, there may be a chance here.
This is madness. Shoulder peeking from Dennis. Knows where 2 of the 3 players are. Hello, Dozier. Escapes once again. He's expecting the flank. Did he hear Seas? I don't know, but he will play with the time. Now, Seas can contain. Seas does not need to go further. They know exactly where Dennis is, and they can just contain him.
Do they know where the bomb is?
I'm not sure, but they know Dennis is in here, so he's got a gamble. You can see Hobbits moves back. Oh, okay. Well, they've left a gap in the defenses. And now there is a play towards the B bomb site. Ooh, has he been spotted? Perhaps he has. But with 30 seconds left, what does Dennis choose to do? Trying to catch a player out of position. But they both start asking questions, and that will be round number 4 for Gambit.
It's so cool watching, like, the European meta in that environment. You know how Dennis was waiting in T mid for Seas to flank, and Seas had the presence of mind to just wait at that corner. I feel like you don't see that much when you watch NA matches. The presence of mind, say someone in Seas' position to wait right there. But you can tell that in European scrims and stuff like that, he would have gotten punished there. So he knows to just halt his flank and wait and just keep map control.
Right. Yeah, that's like a pretty fine art. We talked about it on Mirage. I forget which player was in question exactly right now. Maybe Kiyashima? But it's just the idea of knowing when to hold those positions and when to push them is very difficult.
I mean, you see it at the very top of NA, but you see it a lot more in European matches.
Now we got the bomb planted here for Gambit. They're looking not too bad, but Dennis!
He's not that good.
Take it back! Shut up!
Variance. My name's Dan, let's talk about variance. Hobbit now. It's a last man standing with all down to 4 HP, but he's got the kill. Forest in the smoke. And the bomb is being defused. Another pistol round for Ninjas in Pajamas.
That's not a good look for Gambit. Oh dear! Do we all... So, what is your opinion on P2000 versus USP, Sean? Because
I don't know. I always felt like when I used the P2000, it
just misses.
No, it feels good actually. Like when you shoot slow, like how Dennis just shot. But then in actual match environments, when like a lot of Ts are swarming you, I hate it. It's weird. But like in a pistol DM where you can like pick and choose your fights and you just one-tap people, I can destroy people with P2000. It's weird.
This range, I tried to use it for a while and it's like there was some good rounds, but it just never felt as good somehow. But I wonder if it's a mental thing, because you know with the USPS, you know that if you're not gonna like commit to a headshot, it's not gonna work out. So I feel like maybe in your brain you sort of feel like you can take more patience with it. Because I feel like you're right. Like if you treat it exactly like the USPS, it's basically the same.
There's not many bad pistol players that use a P2000.
That's true. I mean, Shox
like
was always
Dennis,
using
Shox,
it. Yeah.
Nothing. Who else? Whenever
I can't remember. There's only a few here and there.
No.
But yeah, just the thack sound of the.
Oh, Shazam uses it. He's a great pistol player.
The sound of the silenced USP, I just love it. Well, the bomb's gone down to Gambit, and oh dear lord, maybe they can. Nope, never mind. But they've got the buy on the way. But will it come too late? That is a question that needs to be answered.
I would love to see NiP go aggressive in this next round. Just put like do 3-man in a push or something like that. Would be quite cool.
Is there a team outside of NiP that has like a higher high and a lower low? I feel like NiP, when you watch NiP, they could be very, like, they could show a very poor form, or they can literally dominate everyone. Like anyone in the scene, they could beat. Maybe G2, right? G2, but G2.
Low. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause
G2 doesn't have like that low of a low.
VP.
That's true.
VP. It's probably VP and NiP.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Places to be, man. Places to be. NiP with a resounding no to all of the W's pressed by Gambit in this round. Oh, there's some information. The bomb is surrounded. Caesar's defending the B-bomb site, but that's all he can hope to do at this point. Some 1 versus 1s onto Rez. How much will Rez give him out of this? Seized running the clock here. What can he really opt to do? 1 versus 4. The bomb is irretrievable. Oh look, I'm in CT spawn. It's funny that somebody obviously went to a train yard and just recorded these sounds. It's kind of interesting.
And then we get to hear them like 5,000 times on loop.
So you might see, you know, like a train spotter
and
think like that guy's a total nerd, but actually I'm a really cool game developer.
I never put much thought into that. That's crazy. What if they just bought pre-recorded tracks online?
They may have done that as well. One day at T-League we saw one of the camera staff on a flyover just recording some like B-roll of cars going up the motorway, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
14-4, Gambit on the buy once again, but their buy sucks. 2 rifles, 3 pistols. Grenades here and there. What can they hope to do? Adren standing with the bomb outside the A bomb site. And it might be a triple pop play. There's a flash for it. Forrest in a good position though, and Draken gets pop it.
Yeah, it's a great start. Forrest will work his way around to team A. The bomb's down, everyone's down, the round's gone, everyone's dead. 15-4. That was a very, very fast and easy deflection of Gambit's aggression. And considering that they had the utility to throw, you kind of don't expect that would result in them just dying instantly. Like, they're supposed to keep them alive at the beginning of the push, at the very least. But they just got annihilated.
It's so weird. These two teams don't even look like they're in the same league. Like, NiP just looks so much better. But Gambit actually has looked very good when we've watched them lately. So I think it tells more about how NiP is looking right now rather than Gambit.
And I think again is NiP. I mean, until it's sort of proven otherwise, with consistency of results, I feel like it just is a team that will have high volatility, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, if you're a team that, as we see a 16-4 victory from NiP as convincing, as you mentioned, but I feel like it's not necessarily a bad thing if you play 10 events in a year and you get a playoff run, like let's say 3 of those 10 events, and maybe you get like the semi-finals, maybe you get to a finals. That's still not a bad year. Like, you're still in the top 8 most likely, getting a decent amount of